Morning. Hope we all doing fine. Yeah, as we are in a new week. Today is a Monday, just 9 a.m. South African time. So London has opened here in South Africa. So according to the setups actually we had previous weeks, I'm still gonna go through them. So as always, I normally start on the DXY, the dollar index, to map up the possible participation, the possible moves related to other pairs. So I'll be looking at DXY, GU, and EU, then gold. So DXY, we could see since last week, we've been on an upside trend, and we could see we had a change in trade on daily. You could see a few weeks ago, actually, last week, we had a change in character on the daily. This is my chalk. So we tapped internal, that's the daily AVG. It was actually, you can clearly see it on 4 hour. Then again, we saw a break of structure. So literally, this break of structure took out this external range liquidity that was resting. As you can see, there's a BOS on the daily. So as I expected, I was just expecting for the internal draw on liquidity, and my internal draw on liquidity precisely was this range, this daily range. So as I'm marking this daily range, this is precisely my internal draw on liquidity. This is where actually I'm hoping that price might mitigate before the expansion. So the continuation to buy. So that's what I mean. So H4, we're still seeing this possible internal draw on liquidity. Yeah. And on H4, we still have some significant areas of demand. This is a demand area, I think. This is a significant area of demand that we fall on H4, marking it with blue, and still this is the most extreme. So this is the decisional and this is the extreme. In between, this is the daily fair value gap. On H1, it's clearly, it's clear, you could see it. I can just refine it to 1 hour. On 1 hour, this is the demand that we have. Yeah, and this is 1 hour also. We still have areas of imbalances. As you could see, this is 1 hour area of imbalance that we're having as well. So price is drawing towards, first of all, the H1 imbalance area. This is the internal range liquidity, as we talked about. On daily, we saw that it's done with the external draw on liquidity. Now, if you see on 1 hour, it's now mitigating towards the internal. So it's making an internal draw on liquidity. And we precisely targeting this imbalance. There are two fair value gaps within 1 hour, you could see. Yeah. So this is 1 hour demand. So I will just mark it as a OB. So the only thing which I'm not so sure, I don't know where literally price, which demand price will literally mitigate on. Will it be this H1 decision order block, or will it be this H4 extreme? So I'm not so sure about that. But as we saw, we still have this daily AVG. Price might tap this daily, this H1 AVG, either the first one or second one, or it can literally even tap within the daily AVG. Then we see a possible continuation. So DXY, I'm hoping for a sell, a short-term sell to buy on DXY. The opposite is true on Gbpusd. Gbpusd, as I said, I left some trades. As we've been seeing, we've been having a bearish trend. And what we could see on this trend, this is simply so easy to note. Yeah, we could clearly see the bearish series of break of structure as we turned bearish previously. I think it should be last week we turned bearish when we took out this demand. So we started now printing series of lower highs and lower lows. So since now we've printed, we are done with the lower low. This is as you could see in between, we took out the external range liquidity. So now we're expecting our doll, the draw on liquidity, to be inside. So inside within this range from here to here, this is our H4 range, trading range. So we're marking the most significant areas of supply. So the most significant areas of supply, mostly for me, I denote it with a valid fair value gap. Yeah, this is actually my what? This should be my decisional supply. As you can see, this is not extreme. This is my decision supply, and upwards where you see this is my extreme supply. This is the extreme EOB, because we could see we have possibly some kind of inducement above here. So since I'm expecting for a massive pullback internally to target all this internal range liquidity, simply, which is my fair value gap, you could see this is a fair value gap that I marked, the first one in here and the second one here, and actually the other one on top of this order block, on top of this decision order block. So I would also expect to see price at least moving upside, targeting these imbalances. It might choose this first fair value gap or the decision order block to continue the drop, or it might revoke this decision order block and tap the extreme order block to see if we can continue with our sales. So this is what I see. So I'm holding buys since Friday. I set some buys here on GU and also on GU and also on GU and EU and gold. So it's the same thing that we could see also on Eurusd. This is the same thing that we could see. Yes, we literally targeting our first area of supply, which is here, and we have our imbalance fair value gap. You could see it there. Then we have our extreme order block, which is our extreme supply here. Still, we have this massive fair value gap. So literally here, this will act as inducement. Yeah, smart money trap for people who might sell aggressively around this intermediate supply area. So this is what I'm looking to see on EU. I'm looking to see price moving higher to premium before the drop happens. Gold, I'm still having trends on gold. These are the raw risk trades that I took on Friday. I left them. I'm still waiting for this mitigation move. Yeah, to rebalance price, to rebalance the price inefficiency upwards, to see that I could possibly get a short market maker model for holding sales. But on gold, we could see it's bearish, and we're hoping to see the mitigation to happen. We're having to supply the decision and the extreme, so it will depend, yes, on which institution reference area will price mitigate. But I'm expecting a buy to sell. So that's the analysis for today. Have a blessed day.